Hey all you zealots and zerglings out there, today we've got another free-for-all for you. This is on the map Delta Quadrant, and we have all spawned as random. And as you can see, I've spawned as the green Terran down here in the bottom left. Up in the top left we have Spartan as the purple Zerg. Top right we've got Contrarian as the red Protoss. And down here in the bottom right, we've got Wolfpack as the yellow Protoss. So this should be exciting. It's a small map, so people won't be sitting back that long before we get to see some action. Of course, we are in the dull stage of the game where nothing much happens. But what we got here? We've got a probe scout. Very good technique. This is very, well, I don't know, beginning, intermediate. I'm not really sure exactly where it falls into the tiered skill system, but probe scouts, SCV scouts, drone scouts are very good. And as a matter of fact, here comes my SCV scout. And it looks like our scouts are going to pass, tip their hats to one another, and go on their merry scouting way. Now, unfortunately, I should have instantly tried to close off my door to deny the scouting, but I haven't dealt with a lot of probe scouts yet, so I wasn't really thinking about it. So he's going to come right into my... Oh, a little confusion there, but he's going to be right in my base, and then I could have even closed him in, but I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just finish this and then I'll drop something down there, but no, that was a lot further away than I thought. So he's going to get a good little peek into my base. Don't know what it'll tell him, and I've got a peek at his base too, where he's got his gateway going up and a forge. So he's getting an early forge. Maybe for upgrades, maybe for cannons. We will see soon. And my SCV's continuing his rounds, tips his hat to the probe yet again, and goes on his merry way, presumably heading back home. Took a little bit of damage there. I'm not sure who got a piece of him, but he's fine. He's fine. He's a tough SCV. That's why we sent him out to scout. Wolfpack also getting an early forge and chrono boosting out a zealot. Using that chrono boost. Very good. Spartan's got his spawning pool up. He's producing zerglings and a queen. Gotta get that queen out. I am getting my orbital command, and finally I have finished my wall off. Whether or not that makes a difference now that I have been scouted by at least one player. Oh, and now this SCV's like, hey, let me back in. Jeez, you jerks. And then we put him right back to work. Contrarian's got a nice wall off here too, and it looks like he did get that forge for cannons, because he started cannoning up and getting his cybernetics core. Looks like both Protoss got their cybernetics core up. Don't quite got a wall off here. It looks like he's making more of a corridor, which, you know, may not be a bad thing. You know, funnel your units, funnel your enemy through here, and then throw whatever you got at them from the sides. But I have a feeling this building placement was probably a bit more random. And he starts cannoning off his front door, as does Contrarian. Oh, we got an early Stargate coming out, so we're going for some fast air from Contrarian. We'll see how that comes into play later. Spartan's got a good number of zerglings out, and is ejecting his larva. If you haven't checked it out, you can learn more about injecting larvae in my Zerg 101 tutorial, which should be available on my YouTube channel. Check it out. Or you could finish watching this one first, I suppose. I'm getting my factory up, so I'm teching up, because I don't have a lot of units yet, but I got a decent wall off, and I am producing more as we speak. Oh, we got a second Stargate coming up from Contrarian, and he is getting Void Rays, which is usually what you would expect from a fast gateway. Sometimes you see early Phoenixes. I haven't seen it a lot. They have to be used just right if they're actually going to do anything. And I think I actually had. Oh no, I haven't seen a star. I think I might have seen a Stargate there.
Additional supply depots required.
But I am building a starport now. Perhaps in response to a Stargate. I don't quite remember. I probably was going to build it anyhow. Oh, we got some action here. Spartan Zerglings are going to go into the protest base, and he's going to try to put a can down there to close off the door, but it's not there yet. And the Zergling run right through. Excellent. Right past the cannons. Don't try to take those on, and they are going to go straight for the middle line. And there goes down my scan, where I will see his second gate, but not necessarily see those Zerglings that are just destroying the probes. This is excellent work by Spartan. Completely obliterate that economy. That is exactly the best way to be using his Zerglings right now. And then Void Rays, now once they're charged up, they might do good against these Zerglings, but you know, they're not good at very small units. And now here finally come the Zealots in to help clean it up, but they have done a ton of damage. I mean, check out the units. He's only got one probe left. That attack took out all but one of his probes. And so now he's got to chrono boost out some more desperately. It looks like my factory is kind of sick of everyone else, so who pilots these things anyhow? Well, whoever it was, he's like, I am pulling up roots and I am leaving. And I'm cranking out my medevacs. I only got one now, even though I got the reactor. Unless maybe I had some resource issues. I don't know. Oh, but the Void Rays are striking out to get some revenge, and the Queen's going to come and shoot him, but I don't know, one Queen against two Void Rays, it doesn't look like it's going to favor the Zerg in this matchup, and this is all he's got. Oh, we just got a Spore Crawler spawning and another one making, but they're not in range to shoot these things. And with the Void Rays fully charged up, they are going to make fast work of everything in this base. Down goes the hatchery, and now the probes are going to suffer it, and they're going to turn tail and run. And so these Void... Oh, well, is he going to... No, I thought he was going to strike back. Apparently he's just going to go crawl into a corner, and his drones are going to go in a completely different direction to the high yield. But that is some major damage, and my factory, which was going to come out here to scout, suddenly realizes there's nobody there to scout, so I better go before whoever's destroying this base finds my factory. Well, Spartan's trying to put up another hatchery, but he's suffered a lot of damage. But the Void Rays are retreating, so maybe he can rebuild. I mean, it's just like in poker. All you need is a chip and a chair. All you need is a drone and a hatchery, I guess.